Okay, let's talk about it. That big question. Is a university degree still the golden ticket it used to be? I mean, with AI just changing everything, it's a question that can really stir up a lot of anxiety, right? You're probably wondering, how do I even make the right choice for my future in a world like this? So yeah, let's just dive right in. Is university still worth it anymore? If you're feeling that uncertainty, believe me, you are absolutely not alone. We're going to tackle this, but we're going to come at it from a pretty different angle. We're going to tap into some timeless wisdom to see if we can find a new kind of clarity. You know, it really does feel like the ground is shifting under our feet, doesn't it? That old promise, the one we all heard growing up, that a degree would guarantee you security, a good salary, a stable career for life. Well, that whole idea, it feels like it's just dissolving right in front of us. And when you put them side by side, the contrast it's just huge. The old promise was so simple, right? A degree equals lifelong security, a clear, straight path. But the new reality? Wow, it's so much more complex. We're talking about constant change, massive disruption from AI. It's like the map we were given has been completely redrawn. But here's the thing. This feeling of instability, it's not just a modern problem. Not at all. In Buddhist philosophy, there's this core concept called anicca, and it's basically the universal truth of impermanence. It teaches that everything, and I mean everything, is in a constant state of flux. So a lot of the anxiety we feel, it actually comes from us trying to cling to these ideas, like a safe career, as if they're permanent rocks in a world that's actually a flowing river. And this quote just nails it. It's such a powerful shift in how we think about this. See, we've been taught to look for a solid, unmoving rock to stand on in our careers. But what if that's not the goal at all? What if the real purpose of education isn't to find a rock, but to cultivate a mind that knows how to swim, to build a mind that can adapt and navigate with grace in any river, no matter how wild the currents get? Okay, so if the goal is to learn how to swim in this river, what skills do we actually need? What's our life raft? You've probably heard the term soft skills thrown around a million times, right? Things like communication, empathy, critical thinking, all the stuff that supposedly AI can't touch. But let's be real for a second. Soft skills sounds a little, weak, doesn't it? So let's reframe this whole thing. Let's look at it through a different lens. These aren't just trendy skills you pop onto a resume. They're timeless. They're powerful. They're what we could call virtues of the mind, deep, fundamental human qualities that we can actually intentionally cultivate. So what are these virtues? Well, take what the modern workplace calls empathy. We can see that as metta, which is loving kindness, and karuna, or compassion. What about reliability? Well, that's sakka, or truthfulness. And critical thinking? That gets elevated to something called yoniso manasikara, which is like wise, focused attention. You see, these aren't just buzzwords. They're deep, meaningful practices for your mind. And there's actually a word for the practice of developing these qualities. It's called bhavana, which means mental cultivation. So just imagine this for a second. What if we stopped seeing university as just a factory for job training and instead saw it as a space for bhavana, a place where you go to truly develop these incredible, wholesome qualities of your heart and your mind? And this leads us to a really liberating thought. All that pressure, all that stress we feel to pick the perfect degree, the one that guarantees the most security, maybe it's all just a distraction. Because here's the truth. The specific degree you choose, it doesn't really matter that much. Because it's not about what you study, it's all about why you're there. University is absolutely 100% worth it if you go with the right intentions. And there are three big ones. 1, go there to learn how to learn, to really cultivate that adaptable mind. 2, build a real community, a sangha, because that genuine human connection is something no machine can replace. And 3, get your hands dirty, gain direct, real-world experience. Oh, I just love this analogy. It's perfect. A degree without practice is like a ladle in a soup pot. It's in the soup, but it has no idea what it tastes like. See, theoretical knowledge is great. It's one piece of the puzzle, but that direct experience, internships, projects, just doing the work, that's how you actually taste the knowledge. That's how you make it your own. So we started this whole thing by asking, is a degree still worth it? But maybe in this age of AI, that's just the wrong question to be asking. It's a question that's focused entirely on finding external safety, right? On finding that rock in a world that is, by its very nature, a flowing, impermanent river. Maybe the right question is about your inner education. How do you build a kind of resilience that can't be automated? And it all comes down to practice. 4 things. 1. Cultivate your human heart. Your capacity for compassion is your single greatest asset. 2. Practice non-attachment to your identity. Don't say, I am a graphic designer. Say, I am a person who communicates ideas visually. Big difference. 3. Value practical, hands-on, even manual work. And finally, practice mindfulness. Stay right here in the present moment instead of getting lost in anxiety about the future. And that, right there, is the core takeaway. The diploma you get on graduation day, at the end of the day, it's just a piece of paper. The real education, the one that lasts a lifetime, is the transformation that happens inside you. It's the adaptability you learn, the virtues you cultivate, and that unshakable resilience you build. So I want to leave you with this one final, really important question. Instead of asking what job is going to be safe, ask yourself this: what qualities of my heart and my mind can I develop that no machine, no AI, no algorithm could ever replicate? Because that is where your true security really lies.